Good morning, you all, my dear children. I am going to teach you about the chapter 5 of your chemistry for class 11th. That one is states of matter. You know that what is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space, has mass, and can be perceived by our sense organs. You know that matter is found in three physical states, that one solids, liquids, and gases. But in this chapter, only gases and a few part of liquids are in your course. In this chapter, detailed knowledge is about the gaseous state. What is gas? You know that state of matter which have neither fixed volume nor fixed shape. That is called gas. You know that gases have a large number of intermolecular spaces, so the particles move apart from one another. There is very weak, or you can say negligible, force of attraction between molecules of gases. Intermolecular space is very large and intermolecular forces are very weak. Gases are highly compressible due to presence of intermolecular space, large intermolecular space. Okay. In gases, there are several laws which are called gas laws. Gas laws are given to explain the properties of gases. These gas laws are as follows. First one is Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? Boyle is the name of scientist which gave a relationship between pressure and volume at constant temperature. What is the relation between pressure and volume of a gas at constant temperature? This law states that at constant temperature, the volume of a fixed mass of gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. Means if volume is increased, pressure is decreased. If volume is decreased, pressure is increased. Means pressure and volume are inversely proportional to each other. Or you can write V equals K 1 by P. If proportional sign is removed and replaced by equal sign, then you know that a constant should be added. A constant must be added, which is replaced by this value. Now, after cross multiplying, it becomes PV equals K. Means at constant temperature, the product of pressure and volume for a gas is always constant. For two different gases or at two different pressure, the formula becomes P1 V1 equals P2 V2. This is the relation, this is the formula for Boyle's law. Various numericals are given on this formula, which I will discuss later. Second one is Charles' law. Charles is the name of scientist which gave relationship between temperature and volume at constant pressure. This law states that at constant pressure, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature. What is absolute temperature? The temperature in Kelvin is known as absolute temperature. Or V equals K into T. You know that K is constant. Or V by T equals K. Means the ratio of volume and absolute temperature for a gas is always constant. At two different temperatures, the relation becomes V1 by T1 equals V2 by T2. This is the relation between uh, volume and absolute temperature. This is the Charles law. This is Boyle's law. This is Charles law. Absolute temperature is temperature in Kelvin. Temperature must be in Kelvin. If degree Celsius is given, then you add 273 to change into Kelvin, which you know that in lower classes. Now I am going to discuss about the third law. That one is pressure temperature law, PT law. Pressure temperature. This law states that at constant volume, if volume remains constant, the pressure of a fixed mass of gas is directly proportional to absolute temperature, or P equals K into T, or P by T equals K, or at different temperatures P1 by T1 equals P2 by T2. This is the relation, this is the formula at which several numericals are given. Temperature must be in Kelvin. To change in Kelvin, you add 273 in degree Celsius. That one becomes Kelvin. Okay. Fourth one is Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law. What is Avogadro law? Avogadro law is relationship between volume and number of moles. Means as the volume increases, the number of moles, number of molecules of substance also increases. This is called Avogadro law. Avogadro law I was discussed in first chapter, some basic concept of chemistry. Here you keep in mind this is the relation between volume and number of moles and number of molecules. Okay, this one is about the several gas laws. Now I am going to derive a relation that is known as ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation. What is ideal gas? Ideal gas is any gas which follow Boyle's law and Charles' law at all conditions of temperature and pressure. Actually, there is no any gas is ideal gas. All the gases are real gases. No one is ideal gas. Ideal gas is only a hypothetical gas. In actual practice, there is no any gas is called real gas, ideal gas. All gases, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, ammonia, etc., all of them are real gases. No one is ideal gas. Okay? This is the equation derived for ideal gases. Ideal gases are only hypothetical gases which follow Boyle's law and Charles' law at all conditions of temperature and pressure. Okay? You know that V inversely proportional to P. This is according to Boyle's law. According to Boyle's law, this one is according to Charles' law. V proportional absolute temperature, this is equation 2. According to Avogadro's law, V proportional N. On summing all these equations, V becomes V proportional N T by P. On summing these equations, on summing equation 1, 2 and 3, it becomes like this, or V equals K NT by P, or on cross multiplying becomes PV equals KNT, where K is any constant. This one is replaced by gas constant R, and now the formula becomes PV equals nRT. This equation 4th is known as ideal gas equation. This one is known as ideal gas equation. This is the ideal gas equation. PV equals nRT. If n equals 1, then the formula becomes PV equals RT. R is gas constant. R is gas constant whose value is 0.082 liter atmosphere per degree per mole. This is the value of R. From this equation, we can write PV by T equals R. At two different temperatures, the formula becomes P1 V1 by T1 equals P2 V2 by T2. This one. This is the formula. This one is the also formula at which numericals are given. You know that number of moles, N is number of moles, equals mass of gas W upon molar mass M. In physics there is M is the symbol for mass, but here in chemistry W is the symbol for mass and M is the symbol for molar mass. If we put here PV equals W by mRT, this is also the formula at which several numericals are given. Okay? You can try to solve numericals from your book on the basis of some examples. You can do it by yourself. If any problem, then ask me. Okay, thank you.